About 2,400 years ago, somewhere on a street corner in the holy city, Yerushalayim, it was on Motzei Shabbos. Yeshaya Noveh, the holy prophet Isaiah, came down somewhere from the Harabayim. So Shabbos was Hanan. 2,400 to 500 years ago, Yeshaya Novi listened to the Parsha was Hanan. And he came down to the streets and he prophesied and he said, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yomar Elokechem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yomar Elokechem.
It's Motzei Shabbos Shabbos Nachamu. And I want to share with you an insight that occurred to me this Shabbos, particularly as we're reflecting on the Nachamu that's supposed to be taking place after the Churban Habayis, after we've experienced Tisha B'Av, which is perhaps the greatest rejection or destruction that's ever happened to the Jewish nation. So, what's the Nachamu? What is it that we're supposed to be understanding or feeling or experiencing this week and continuing over the next 7 weeks, that's supposed to be a Nechama, while we still don't have the Bais Hamikdash, we still don't have the Avodah? What is the Nechama and how are we supposed to go on? So I had the following experience this past week. I am continuing to struggle with the idea of no longer being a principal, and one part of my life has concluded and now I'm going on to the next. And I must say that I struggle with my, for lack of better words, identity. Who am I? So much of my own self-perception was caught up in being a principal and being part of the Milwaukee community, and before that it was the Detroit community, that now it's difficult for me to understand who I am. What purpose do I play? What is my role? And these are thoughts and feelings that I've had rolling around me over this past week. And then on Shabbos, as every Shabbos comes, you try and put that aside and you just try and experience the moment and experience Shabbos. Not for what I do, not for what I'm going to accomplish, but just Shabbos. And it was a very calming experience. And then, as I was listening to the laning, it became even clearer. The Pasuk says, it's not because we are so great, either in numbers or in qualities or what we accomplish, that we are better than the other nations that Hashem has desired us, and has chosen you. If anything, we are the smallest of all the nations. So why did Hashem choose us? What is our purpose? Hashem loves you. Hashem loves us. That's all. Not what I do, not what I accomplish, not what I provide, not because I'm a principal and because I do things, but just because Hashem loves us. And He's fulfilling the promise that He promised our fathers. In other words, we're His children, we're His grandchildren, we're His great-grandchildren, and Hashem loves us. And therefore, it's not a matter of what we do that's our foundation. Hashem is telling us that He chose us and desires us just because. Just because. And it occurred to me that is the Nechama. That is what we're supposed to be taking on this parsha of Shabbos Nachamu. It says, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami. Hashem is consoling us. Be comforted. Why? For one reason. Ami, you are my nation. So it was necessary for us to lose the Bais Hamikdash, it was necessary for it to be destroyed, and we no longer have the avodah, we no longer have the korbanos, we no longer have that identity, because all of those things were confusing us, and perhaps even allowing us to be led astray. Certainly the Jews in those days were making bad choices and had done many averos. So it needed to remove all of the false perceptions, all of the layered perceptions that people develop over time of who they are and what's their value, and realize it's not that. It's not the Bais Hamikdash, it's not the Avodah, it's not the Korbanos. There's one foundational concept, that why are we here? Because Hashem chose us. Hashem loves us, not because of what we do, and not because of what we accomplish. And now we can rebuild. With that foundation clear, it'll be easier to take the next steps and make them healthy, productive steps, because we know it's based on a foundation that Hashem loves us. We are starting fresh, from ground zero, and that is because we are Hashem's nation. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami. And now we can continue.